OC Astronomy, and we're going to go upside on the dome and have a look around.
Woohoo!
So now we're up on the third floor of the science building, and we're going to go outside and have a look at the dome.
It's really bright out here. This is the dome.
Okay, so we're going to open up the dome for the night and get it started. You'll notice that it's still daylight, but if we open it now, then the telescope will have a chance to equalize the temperature, and that's really important. So it's just something we got to do.
Okay, you can open the dome now.
So this is the telescope in our dome, and you'll notice it has a little window here that it can look out of. And so it's really important to get the telescope lined up, or else, like it looks like now, the telescope is going to be looking at the inside of the dome instead of looking out the slot.
It needs to look
So
up there.
when we start the program, we have to tell it to go to the home position so that this knows where to look outside so it can see out. It's important.
There's a lot of cords.
There's a lot of cords. All right, so we're going to tell the telescope to go to home position and watch what happens.
So he's going to type something on the keyboard.
The telescope has motors in it that can turn it left and right and spin it clockwise around here, and that helps us point at the stars.
It's really cool.
Here it comes. And we do have to put this on there.
What is that?
This is a shade that helps keep out the stray light, and I'm going to use that. It can still see out of this hole, but that means that none of the stray light can bother it.
Yeah.
And now the telescope is lined up to home position, and next we'll try and tell the telescope to point somewhere, and the dome will follow it around until it's pointing where we want it to, hopefully. Okay, now we're going to tell the telescope to point to a target, which I think is over this way some way. And when it points to the target, it'll move the telescope, and then it'll move the dome. Let's see if it works. Keep filming.
Okay.
Hopefully this works because it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Annie, if you let me see the camera.
Okay.
So down here we have the camera, and that's what you use right here instead of using an eyepiece. So that's what looks at the telescope. All right, now I'm going to tell the dome to move. So
I'm going to have to step off this little platform looking thing so I can film it for you. Oh, it's actually moving. That's so cool. Can't see, I'll get up a little closer. But you can actually see that the dome is moving.
Alright, so hopefully whenever it does stop, the telescope will be able to see out the hole. Let's see what happens.
Okay, it's still moving.
Yeah, it should stop soon. There it goes. Perfect.
There it goes.
Alright, so that stopped. And now as the telescope moves, it's going to move in this angle right here, so it'll just move up towards the center, and it'll track our target, and then we'll take some pictures of an exoplanet tonight.
Okay, so guys, I'm about to go inside the dome. This door is like super tiny. I dug down a little. There's stars on the thing.
The dome's not very big, but it's only big enough for the telescope, because most of the time we do our stuff from home, and I can log into the computer from home and control it from there, so I don't have to sit here when it gets cold outside. And plus, if I'm here, there's too much light and stuff if I have a monitor on, and it's better to have the computer monitor off. See, I only have the computer monitor on for right now. Whenever I'm setting it up, I'll turn it off and go home and control it from there.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the database, the Exoplanet Transit Database, and it's run out of the Czech Republic in Europe, and that's where everybody sends all their data to. And this is telling me that this star will be transiting tonight, and it says the date and time down here, so I can look at the start time and the finish time, and then I can decide when it's going to be. And for me tonight, it's going to start at it looks like about 6:06 tonight, and it's going to end at 9:07 tonight. So I'll be able to track it hopefully from about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight. Yay.
Which is going to be really cool.
All right. Thanks.